Alright, here is an example of estimating sample mean from a given frequency table. Alright, okay, so here is the frequency table in question. Okay, here are our class intervals, okay, 0 through 4, 5 through 9, and so forth. And here are our frequencies, which I'll label this as Fi. Okay, F for frequency, and I is just the counter. So 5 is F1, 8 is F2, 1 is F3, and so forth. Alright, and what we need to do from here is come up with what is called a midpoint for each class interval, which I'm going to label as Mi. Okay, so M stands for midpoint, and we do need to have 5 midpoints because we have 5 class intervals. Okay, and midpoint is nothing more than arithmetic average of the low and the high for each interval. So 0 and the 4, if you take the average of the 2, that should give me 2. 0 plus 4 divided by 2 is 2. 5 and 9 should give me 7. 10 and 14, 12, 17, and 22. Alright, those should be my midpoints for all of the class intervals. Alright, okay, again, and if you look at the intervals, the lows and highs, and the midpoint, things have to be consistent. For example, our lows for the class interval go from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. The highs are going up 4, 9, 14, 19, 24. As you can see, everything is moving consistently. Same thing for the midpoint. 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. Alright. Okay, and what's also important is that you should always have what is called a sum row. Okay, not all the rows or columns you'll be summing. For example, frequencies. Here, the sum is very important. 20, that means total number of data points. Midpoint, we don't sum this. You can, but it has no significance. Alright, and we just need one more column, and that is now we need to multiply the frequency by the midpoint. Okay, so we're going to go, I think in class I did Mi times Fi, but it doesn't matter since multiplication is commutative. Doesn't matter whether it's Fi times Mi or Mi times Fi. And the reason why we are doing that is here we are assuming that we have 5 data points whose values are 2. Okay, we don't, but that's what we have to assume. Okay, what it actually is that there are 5 data points ranging from 0 to 4. Okay, and 8 data points from 5 to 9, but we are assuming that we have 8 data points whose value is 7. Okay, alright, so we multiply these two and get 5 times 2 is 10. 8 times let's see, 8 times 7 is 56. 1 times 12 is 12. 4 times 4 times 17 is 68, and 2 times 22 is 44. Okay, here we do need to sum this up. Okay, if you add all this up, either using a calculator or using Excel, that should give you 190. Okay, and we're almost done. Okay, here the estimated sample mean, which we'll write this as x bar, is equal to 190 divided by 20. Okay, do that in your calculator. That should give us 9.5. Alright, so that's the answer for this problem.